All right, Craig Douglass, podiatrist at Mitcham Rehab. We've seen Sam do his treadmill stuff. We've worked out what shoes are good for him. What I'm going to go through is some simple features to look for that we're just going to pick up in a shoe if you just need to get some basic structure and support. So, it's a big wall of shoes. How do we narrow this down? Things we want to look for is, after we've looked at how you're running, how much support you need. So shoes have different parts. If you're rolling in too much, they have a dual density part. So this is a different color in this shoe, luckily, but it's a higher density here than it is to the outside. So if you look at this shoe, it's going to want to tip you slightly to the outside. In some feet that may be good, others feet maybe not. If we pick up a similar shoe, the thing we really look for is the shoe strong? Is it going to give the foot some sort of stable base of support? And in this shoe's case, it uses a plastic reinforcing to actually hold that shape over a longer period of time. If we go to what is currently the new trend in shoes, and Sam saw this in the first shoe he tried on, is it's very much about foam and softness, which is a lovely feature, but sometimes comes at the detriment of durability and stability. So again, looking at the treadmill, making sure that the shoe is correct for your foot is going to sort of give us a better direction as far as injury prevention and also making your shoe last a bit longer, because they're not always so cheap. Okay, so trail running is currently the new golf. The things that are different with a trail running shoe are obviously traction. So you're on dirt tracks, sometimes mud. So we've got a much greater tread pattern. Not great if you're on roads, because it's going to wear out really quick. And different versions. So we go to something like this, which is a much more open tread pattern, much more racy, going to clear mud a little bit easier than this general shoe. The one thing we don't want a trail running shoe is it's still got to be stable, but we don't want it to be tipping anywhere, because if you're on unstable ground, on the slope of a hill, we don't want ankle sprains, we don't want knees getting hurt. So we want it to be a nice stable base of support. If you look at this, it's nice and wide on the base, so it's going to give you good stability on the ground. And it still needs to be light, it still needs to be cushioned, and in some cases a little bit waterproof at the same time. So we've looked at some running shoes, walking shoes. What's the difference? Walking shoes are very much the same as a running shoe. You may not be able to run, but what you still want is you want some support and you want some stability. There's some great shoes, Brooks especially, this Brooks Diet I love. It's got a nice bit of structure to it, it's got a wide base. For those of you that maybe aren't as agile as you used to be, shoes like this make you comfortable, get you up off the couch, get some walking done, works a treat. You possibly don't want to go to something too soft because you're going to get too fatigued, maybe, but the Brooks Diet, Asics Fortitude, they make shoes that are going to work for your walking. Evo Ride, a great new brand, a new model coming up very shortly in this shop.